Welcome, 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 everybody, to the ending of Hogwarts Legacy. So we're going to finish up and meet with Poppy in the Great Hall. And then it's the closing House Cup ceremony. And I'm not going to lie, man, I'm a little bit emotional. I mean, I got goosebumps right now. I'm a little bit emotional. This journey has seemed so long, yet so fast. Since the first video that we released, what was it, like 2 months ago now at this point? Almost 3 months? No, I think it's been about 2 months, like 2.5 months. And here we are, the end of the game. This is the longest series that I've done so far, by far. So it's almost kind of like an emotional moment for me as far as a YouTuber. Because this was my first big playthrough. And here we are at the end of it. Man. All right. Let's go speak to Poppy first.
Just the person I was hoping to see.
I see Doran finally convinced you to leave the Snidgets.
If anyone can keep them out of poacher hands, it's the centaurs. And I wanted to thank you. When the poachers ambushed us, it was nice not to face them alone.
Of course. It's the sort of thing friends do for each other, isn't it?
I suppose so. I am glad you came to Hogwarts. It's already been my best year. I wouldn't want a repeat of Hauntel Hall, of course, but I did enjoy the Three Broomsticks. Had no idea how lovely it was there.
Had you never been to the Three Broomsticks?
Yeah, what?
I used to spend most of my time with Highwing, and well, I don't know how Serona feels about hippogriffs popping in for a butterbeer. Highwing's the only one I would have gone with. Or Gran, of course.
Nothing wrong with that. Highwing's good company.
She is. Although I am beginning to see the appeal of human friends. It was nice to talk about my parents and Gran with someone. And share Highwing.
I don't suppose you've heard anything from your parents, have you?
I haven't, but I'm perfectly fine with that.
Does your Gran know that we found the Snidgets?
I couldn't hold it in any longer. I told her everything. She was livid that I'd been anywhere near the poachers, but she confessed that she was rather envious about the Snidgets.
It has all been a pleasure, Poppy. Do try and stay out of trouble.
Don't know that I can. We've taken on poachers twice now, successfully. I rather think you've helped me develop a taste for it. And with centaurs as allies, I might actually go looking for trouble. You and I should meet for a butterbeer soon. Perhaps Highwing can join us?
I got shivers. This is the last one, man. I mean, obviously, we still have some side quests that I can explore and go help some people around, the Wizarding World. What is happening? That kid had a big issue getting in those doors, but... of course, we do have some, like I said, side quests left, but it's all just helping people around the Wizarding World. And it's just not something that I care to do on a playthrough, just with all the games that we have left. So, again, we're going to do this final quest. I'm very hesitant to hit square on this. I mean, thought that kid was smart. Where is our character in this? I cannot help but smile right now, man.
This year, we have seen our students exemplify the bravery of Godric Gryffindor. And now to finish, the loyalty of Helga Hufflepuff. The wisdom of Rowena Ravenclaw. And the ambition of Salazar Slytherin.
Why is there like no one over at Slytherin?
The winner of this year's House Cup.
Excuse me, Headmaster, if I may. One particular student's heroism during the attack on Hogwarts, not to mention the level to which they have excelled in their coursework, as a new student, no less. Well, it would seem that it certainly merits, I'd say, 100 points to their house. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, yes. Thank you, Professor Weasley. I suppose we have our winner.
Oh, guy looks like a badass. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. Okay, so I want to do a little review at the end of this game, and you know I kind of want to do that with all of the games that I play through. By the end of it, I want to do a complete done review. Don't want to do a separate video. I'm not a reviewist. I don't have the vocabulary and the notes and the intelligence to do a proper review. So I'm going to give you guys just, I guess I'm going to call this my opinion instead of a review/opinion of the game. So number one, I mean, this game completely made you feel like you are in the Hogwarts the Wizarding World universe. I felt at all times like I was in a different world, but there still are some things that really bugged me about this game. And because this game was so incredible, I mean, so realistically, I'm going to go over all my thoughts and then I'll give like a final score out of 10 at the end of it. So first, the negatives. And the negatives are, it seemed like, I'm going to take these off. It seemed like for my negatives, that was in the world, in the Harry Potter books and in the, I mean, just the overall, like the Fantastic Beast, the books, the movies, everything is all about friendships. Everything is all about camaraderie. Everything is about, you know, just being there for each other. And I know that, you know, in the movies in particular, and we're going to see a whole new series come out through HBO to expand on the books even further than the movies, which I'm super excited for. But like at the end of the House Cup, when our character just did so much throughout this entire year that, I mean, we did more in this one game than, I mean, no, like Harry Potter did in his 7 movie franchise. You know, we did so much throughout this game, and granted, this was 30, 40 hours compared to a 2-hour movie, but I really feel like at the end, when we won the House Cup, it was celebrated for like 10 seconds, and we had 5 people around us, and that was it. Like, why didn't the rest of the table get up and we all like cheered together? No, it was 5 people that. It just seemed, the ending of this game seemed very, very underwhelming. It was still really cool to see in just see things unfold. And I love endings of games, even if they're not the best endings, because it's like, this is how the writers and the designers and everyone that put their heart and soul into this game wrapped up a story. So no matter if it's a bad or good ending, I'm always gonna, for the most part, like an ending. Again, just seeing how this story unfolded and was finalized. But it was very, very underwhelming. It was a very underwhelming ending. And I'm very curious. I want to skip this and see what happens at the end of this. Like, does it just throw us back into the main hall? It puts us into a room. We don't get any sort of message. Oh, come on, man. Every single game ever, as soon as you beat the game, there's some sort of message. I guess we did kind of get that in this game, didn't we? We already kind of got that on the previous main quest. But the customization in this game was impeccable. The wand crafting, the brooms, I thought there was going to be more to the classes, but once we learned the spells, it's like we didn't have another quest to go to another class, and there weren't that many class quests for us to go to. And I was kind of more hoping for a bully style kind of experience where it's just throughout the school year you have these classes. And speaking of bully, the whole thing with Hogwarts Legacy was choose your destiny. But I really felt like that wasn't the case in this game. I'm killing people using Avada Kedavra multiple times, and the only people that actually seemed to care that I was casting those spells are the enemies that I was fighting against, saying, oh my God, what have you, they were scared. What kind of magic is this? What have you done? He was my best friend. You heard all these things from the enemies, yet the teachers, the students, the average wizard or witch didn't say shit about us killing things throughout the entire experience. And you couldn't interact with students in the game. You couldn't interact with professors unless it was for a quest. You could cast spells and no one did anything. So, although the environment of this game was impeccable, I felt like I was walking through the wizarding world. There were some things that I wasn't necessarily too thrilled or impressed by. And that was just the overall interaction that you have with the wizarding world. Like a Butterbeer, for an example. You didn't even actually get to see Butterbeer in the game. Throughout the entire game, we didn't see Butterbeer. It was, I'm going to put this mug and pretend like something's pouring into it. Here you go, dears. And then my person just quickly drinks it, and then you're done. You couldn't sit on benches. You couldn't do any of that. There was just so much uninteracting in a very interacting world. And it's just like, why? You could have just done simple things. And I get it. This is a huge game. They were under a time crunch. They already delayed it. So they were just trying to get done what they could get done. But I'm hoping in a second game, because there's no way that they're not going to make a second one. They probably made so much money off of this game that I would rather see a second game than them just. I think before I stated I would rather them just continuously update and add to this game than to create a second one. But it's like what they could do with the second one would improve so many things on the first one. And they hit the first game, and this was a home run out of the park. But the things I'm nitpicking on is, again, because this game was so good. The story was okay. The story wasn't anything like, oh my God, it's the best story I've ever played in my life, but it was still a good one. I think that, that's all I really got to say. I would say out of a 10, this game is probably and you have to, this is coming from I call myself a Harry Potter fan, but I watched Harry Potter 1, 2, 3, and 4. I took a break. I got married to a Harry Potter nerd fan over here and, watch all the movies, started reading the books, watched all the Fantastic Beasts movies, played Hogwarts Legacy. So, growing up, I for sure had all of the I had all the action figures growing up as a kid. I watched 1, 2, and 3, but I watched 1, 2, and 3. I guess I think I really only watched 1, 2, and 3 as a kid, but it was like watching them over and over and over and over again until I kind of faded out of it for a couple years. But coming from someone that just loves the Harry Potter Hogwarts world, Wizarding Worlds. To me, this game is like I got to really think about this. I think it's like an 8.6. It's close to a 9, but I'm really going to give this game an 8.6 because there was still so much that they could have done. The sad excuse as to taking out Quidditch, the not interacting with students outside of the quests that you have, the not really able to choose your own path in the game, even though the game was advertised as like choose your own path of being good or bad. That really wasn't anything that you could have done besides some conversation pieces. You know, you couldn't go around killing innocent people. You couldn't go around terrorizing towns because no one interacted with anything that you did. But so, I mean, if it would have given just interacting with the environment more, would have bumped this game up to a 9.5 to a 10. But I don't know. That's all I got to say. I'm sad, man. I'm really sad that this journey is over with. If they add Quidditch or if they add some DLC, we'll of course come back to the game and play that. But this is it for the main story, man. Until we get a second game, this is it. Hopefully, we see some more Wizarding World video games adapt from this. Because, I mean, the world is here now. The world is here. I would love to go into like London maybe and just experience that. But, man, this was so good. Okay, guys, thank you so much for going on this adventure with me. This series was definitely the best series as far as a view rate, subscriber rate out of any other series that I've done on this channel. So please click like, leave a comment, hit that sub button, because when you're a small YouTuber like me and, you know, you're just trying to grow and find your way through this crazy world of the internet, you know, every bit of interaction helps, and it almost lifts you up. And it's just like, I can't even think of the words right now to express just how much. So like someone commenting for 10 seconds, you know, taking 5-10 seconds out of their day, it means smaller channels remember that for days, if not weeks, months, whatever. And you know, especially going from like a full-time job and then a part-time job, just being able to do this is something that I never thought that I was actually going to be able to do, as crazy as that sounds. But a lot of people don't really understand what goes into creating YouTube videos, the amount of money that goes into it. Every game that we play costs money. You know, I mean, money that gets taken away from trips, that gets taken away from updating the house a little bit, or going out to eat good meals. I mean, people don't really see that part of it. Headphones, a computer that costs thousands of dollars, monitors. You know, there's so much more to this than just sitting behind a computer monitor and a camera with a microphone and just talking and playing a game. There's so much more to it that people don't realize. And that's why those extra comments and subs and likes and all that helps so much. And it's like a boost of confidence, and it's like a certification. You know, it's like, okay, this person is telling me that I'm doing a good job and that all this hard work is worth it. But okay, I'm gonna shut up. This video is about Hogwarts Legacy, not about me wanting to become a YouTuber. But thank you guys so much again for the millionth time for watching this series. I look forward to playing the other games on my list. As much as I loved this game, I am ready to spend more time in getting the other games kind of cleared off, moving into Jedi Survivor, and maybe even doing, you know, I want to do more things than just Let's Play videos, but I've just had 4 or 5 games that I'm trying to get through. So anytime that I have to record a video, my time goes towards those games. But that's it. I'm out of breath. Guys, thank you so much again for watching. I will catch you up on the next series, the next video, whatever it may be. Peace out.